Hey guys, Chemistry Uncovered back at it, coming at you live from Chemistry Uncovered Studios. I hope first and foremost your summers is going well. I hope you guys have a good rest of your summer. And this week's episode is about pH experiments, pH empirical studies on the pH test paper lab and the pH rainbow test tube lab. I hope you guys enjoy that, and make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notification bells, comment, like the video. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so join the family, join the movement for state-of-the-art chemistry tutoring content. Thank you so much for love and support on the Vanderbilt video. I hope you guys enjoy. Peace out. Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly banger on Chemistry Uncovered. I hope you guys liked last week's episode at Vanderbilt. And this week we are coming at you live from Chemistry Uncovered Lab Studios. So we will be doing 2 labs this week, as I previewed in the pH paper lab. The first one is the pH test paper lab. So basically the gist of it is we have like 14 different beakers with solutions inside them. Some pH paper test strips right here, which has the indicator flavin inside it, which essentially what happens is that when it's dipped into different solutions with different pHs, they turn into, the pH paper turns into different colors. And from the scale right here, I will put the scale on the screen throughout the lab, but you can see as the pH goes from 1 right here to 14, the color changes from dark red to dark purple, almost black color. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to start this lab. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, before I start testing the pH of all of these solutions, pause this video and think what pH all of these solutions are, and also a bonus one is what solution are they exactly. Okay, so we're gonna go from left to right, the leftmost beaker to the rightmost beaker. So here goes the first pH paper test. Okay, so we have this pH paper here, and what you want to do is you want to dip half of it into the solution and to keep the other half as its original color to see how it changed. I'm going to do 2 pH test papers for each solution just to get a sense of the variation in color and how accurate it is. And now we're going to do the second solution, the blue colored solution right here. So dip half of it in. Alright, now we're going to do the third solution. This is number 4. This is the 6th solution. 7th. Okay, we are down to our final 3 solutions. If you haven't already, leave in the comments down below what you think the solutions are. Alright, so for this, the second beaker from the right, I'm going to stir it a little bit because there's a little bit of precipitate in here. Alright, so without further ado, this is the reveal of what solutions these are. First and foremost, this one is hydrochloric acid. It has a pH of 1. Right here, if you guys guessed this, good for you. This is lemon juice or lemonade. This has a pH of 2. This one is orange juice. It has a pH of 3. This one is tomato juice. It has a pH of 4. Right here is mouthwash. It's glycerin mouthwash. It has a pH of 6. Okay, so this one is water, has a pH of 7. This one is actually baking soda. So what I did was, now like it's not mixed up, but when I stirred it, it's baking soda with water, has a pH of 8. This one is hand soap. It has a pH of 10. It has like a slight tint of like purple reflection. This one is detergent. It has a pH of 10. Now this neon green one that looks like lemonade, it's actually ammonia solution. It has a pH of 11. Soapy water has a pH of 12. You can see like the soap on the top. Bleach has a pH of 13. And then last but not least, we have sodium hydroxide, which has a pH of 14. So now we're gonna go into the rainbow test tube lab. This one is visibly more appealing in my opinion. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, hey guys, so this is the second lab. We are going to do a rainbow test tube lab. And so, yeah, so basically by the end of this lab, you guys will see a rainbow colored test tube over here. So the reason why I put a white board behind it is to make the colors more definitive when you guys actually see the rainbow color. So you guys can hopefully get a sense of how it looks through the screen. So the first step is to add probably like 8 drops of universal indicator to 100 milliliters of water inside this beaker. The water, after I add the water into the beaker and I add the universal indicator, the water is gonna turn green because that's the color of the universal indicator when it's a pH of 7 or slightly acidic, but yeah. Okay, so we have around 100 milliliters of water right here, estimated. Now we're gonna add 8 drops of universal indicator. It's kind of like dye. You already see the color changing. So here's, and then swirl it to get all the universal indicator spread evenly throughout the water. And then the second thing is when you have the test tube right here, what you want to do is you want to add a rubber bung at the end of here, because eventually we're going to pour the beaker of water into here, and we don't want it to go like through because there's like an opening on both sides, right? So you want to pour it into one side with a rubber bung on the other side to stop it from just pouring through the tube. For the sake of this experiment, for the sake of this test tube, I'm gonna add some tape around it, around this rubber bung, so that provide further prevention of the water from just going through the rubber bung. All right, now we have it taped up, and then we're going to add the universal indicator solution into the test tube. So yeah. And so you want to leave a few centimeters of space with no liquid in between when the universal indicator line stops and the top, because when you want to add a little bit of space to drop in like 4 drops of sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid, because if you just pour it up to the top, then obviously it's going to spill. So now we're going to add 0.5 molarity of hydrochloric acid, as you can see right here, 0.5 molarity HCl. We're going to add 4 drops. And notice how when I add these drops, the color of the top immediately changes, because obviously the pH, this is a strong acid, so the pH is somewhere around 1. Okay, so now I am going to, the next step is to use another rubber bung and to clamp the top because we're gonna invert it and add sodium hydroxide on the other side. We're also gonna tape this rubber bung again to prevent it from falling. So you can already see how the color in the bottom is changing to red because red is the indicator for a strong acid. Now we're gonna add sodium hydroxide to the other side. This is also 0.5 molarity sodium hydroxide. Notice how the color is changing again to purple because purple's the indicator, like dark purple's the indicator for a strong base. And we're gonna put the rubber bung back in. We're gonna tape it back and we're gonna invert it a few times to create a rainbow color throughout the tube. So I'm gonna go full Ninjago style here. I'm gonna invert it. So I'm gonna tape it up right now. And throughout this process of the test tube, we're using a clamp. The clamp is a lifesaver because obviously it can let me record and also do the experiment, but it can also show the different rainbow colors throughout the test tube. While like I don't have to hold it. Okay, we're gonna invert a few times. Invert it like 2-3 times. And okay, so I just add sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid into both sides, and as you guys can see in the middle there's like a rainbow color. It goes from dark red to dark purple throughout. So yeah, that's the rainbow test tube lab right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed these two experiments. Make sure to like and subscribe for new videos coming up in the future. Have a great summer. Peace out.